Hello everyone, and today I'll be teaching you how to stop speedhack in your game. But first, we need to explain how speedhack works. Okay, so in many applications or programs, they interact with the operating system in order to work, and to do that, they have to call a system functions. Each operating system has different functions, but they most likely have the same purpose. Now, one of those system calls is related to timing and rendering, which is games use a lot. Now, what Speedhack program do, same as Cheat Engine, they inject a code to the running process, in our case games, and modify the timing function to speed up, slow down the speed of the process. Now I'll be creating a code or script in Unity Engine that detect the speed hack by checking the time of the game. Okay everyone, so now I have this script here which is I mostly use for my games. Now when you're creating a new C# script, just make sure to import the system. Just type this because we're going to use the date.seconds, so you need this. Now I'm going to put the speed hack. This is going to be instance. I actually use this just to make sure that this follows me on each scene, because I use don't destroy on load, so I don't have to attach this script to each game object on each scene. Okay, so we have the time difference, which is going to be the difference between time. The higher it is, that means that the game is running faster than the operating system. We're going to use the previous time to store the date, and real time, which is going to be compared to the real time, and game time is the time that the game is running on. And this volume, just if it's false, that means we did not detect anything. If it's true, that means we detected a speed hack. Now on start, we're going to put the previous time. We're going to assign to it the date in seconds. Just make sure that it is in seconds. And game time equal 1, which is mean 1 second. Now here I prefer that you use fixed update, not the ordinary update, because we don't want these functions run on the frame rate. The higher frame rate you have, the higher this function will be called. This way is going to be only 50 times per second. Now if the previous time is not equal to the date in seconds, we want to update it. And we're going to increment the real time. That means that the game is running. We are running. The time is actually increased. It's never decreased. And the time difference here will be the game time minus real time. So as long as the time difference is 0, that means that the game time and the real time are actually equal. They are going towards each other. But if the time is higher, that means that the game is actually faster. So if the time difference is higher than 4, that means that the game is actually faster and going faster. If we did not detect it already, we detected it, we set the detect equal true, and we call this function. If not, the detect equal false. That means there is no speed hack. And for game time, we increase it using time.delta time. Now time.delta time need the whole video for it because it's a very deep variable, but basic explanation that the time.delta time will be the time that each frame goes to load. So from frame 1 to frame 2, there will be a time for both of those to load. So it's take to load from frame 1 to frame 2 is loaded. It takes like 0.3 seconds. This will be time.delta time. Of course it will be vary for each frame. And now here the function we call when we detected a speed hack. In our case we are in the editor, so I'm just putting the is play mode equal false in the editor. If it will be an application and build it application, just quit. So here we're going to test it. I'm gonna go here and I'm going to attach this script to a game object. You can see this variable. Okay, now I use Cheat Engine for this. I'm gonna open it, make it open the editor, and here we enable the speed hack for the editor. So now we're going to run it. As you can see here, it's just a 3D model that have the running animation, and you can see that the time difference is -1. Now I'll tell you why this happened. You see, if the time difference is high, that means that the game is faster, but if it's slower, that means that the game is actually slower with these seconds. You know, if the game lags or freezes for a few seconds, that make it slower. Now this is why the -1 appeared. That means that the editor just lagged for a second and this caused the -1. So we have here, we're gonna increase this to 2 to make it readable. Okay, as you can see, the model is faster and the time difference is actually increased, which is mean the game is faster than the operating system time, which is, as you can see, the function did work. The editor by itself stopped in the play mode. And I'm going to try something else just to show what will happen. I'm going to slow down the editor, which is will slow down the whole engine. The main difference here that the actual character will be slower and the time difference will go drop down the negative. Now you can create an if condition if you want for this state, but there is many things that can cause this. And if we can go high, you can see it's fast and the number is actually increasing until it reaches higher than 4. Then it will detect that this is kind of a speed hack. So yeah, this is what we have today. I hope you enjoy the video and I hope to see you next time.